Alright, folks, this is from the Suhatajia store. And this is really not as big as the app. The ad makes it look. The lady in red, is giving this to her friend and makes, 2 handfuls. And you can see this is, where did it say made in China? I thought it said it on the box. So, I know it says it here. See, made in China. It's on the shipping label. So this is the box it comes in, and the product is set down inside this. Okay, and I want you to see how many little pieces of see the little pieces of white down there. And I've handled it, so some of it's fallen out of the little holes, and now it's on my desk. Okay, and there's some big ones down inside here. These are broken pieces of it. The flour sits down inside. Okay, and it's hard to get out, so I'm not going to drop it all the way in. And it goes all the way down. But then they take the wooden part here, and they put it on top. I wish they'd put some foam or something in between and had a little bit bigger box, because as this hit the top of it in shipping, you can see it's got several places here where it's cracked. And here's where the big chunk goes. So that big chunk right there, it came from right here. So, there is that. I feel like for the rose at least, the lotus looks like it's a heavier product. This is just really delicate. And the mountain looks like a heavier product. The rose and if it could break this much, if you got it if it had a rougher trip than mine had, it could be even worse. Alright, so how does it work as a diffuser? Well, you put it on this just because, it's kind of pretty. I wish it had a more secure base. But I like this, but it's not bad. I'm going to compare it to this one, which I've had for about 18 months. Let me open it up. Okay, so this has a screw-on lid. So when I'm done smelling, I can just cover it up, and it holds the oils from evaporating. And I usually use these oils in here. So usually 2 drops of oil work just fine. While I'm teaching, I can smell it for about 4 or 5 hours of teaching. I put 2 drops on here. I can smell it, but it's not as absorbed as the stone is. And already I am not smelling it when I hold it next to my nose. So it's evaporating much more rapidly from here than it does from the redstone. Also, one thing you can do is put little drops all around in the crevices, which will make it smell really strong for a while. I would advise using a very cheap oil. It's like one of these. You get a big bottle, not too expensive, and it will help make a room smell good. Would I buy it again after seeing it? No, I have cats, and the cats are likely to knock this off. Not sure what I'm going to do with it, because I was hoping it would be sturdier and stuck to the wooden base. It's not. It moves around. So I'm just going to really have to think what I'm going to do with this. It is very pretty. Very delicate. And if you do not live with cats and dogs, this might be your thing. Does it work? Yes. How does it price compare to the little one I've got over here? I got this in a special where they were like $9 each. Like I said, about a year and a half ago. This is $12. It's also very intricate detail. And so there is that. So you're going to have to decide whether this is something you want. You may want to use the Mountain or the Lotus instead. The Lotus looks like they're sturdier petals. This is just really very fragile. You can see this one's missing chunks over here. Just about every petal is missing its tip. So, but from a distance, it still looks okay. Yeah.